So today's a work day, and I've already started, and I'm starting a bit late, but I'm starting, and we're gonna see if we can get 2 quilts done today because I have to get them done today. And then one of them I have to put binding on. Well, I don't have to get this one done, but I'm getting her done just to get her done. And then I'm working on some stuff, so I wanted to have a business because I don't know why. I have a lot of work, but at the same time, I still want to do my little quilts for cancer. Well, it's just children who have illnesses. So I'm gonna put these on leaders so I could put them on and put them off and quilt them real quick. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna pray for these, and so speak blessings on these babies. I've had them for a while, and I'm sure I also have a couple of quilts that I've already done that I need to ship my lady, my friend. So I'm gonna get these going, and I may not quilt these, but they'll be ready on the leader, and I'll already have thread going for them. So we're gonna be doing that hopefully next week. Look how beautiful this fabric is. This design is so hard to work. The reason is you have to get the next row to line up perfectly to it, and sometimes it's almost impossible to do. You see that? Somehow I messed up, and you see that. And I think it's still pretty even with those 2 little mistakes. Sometimes if I move the quilt just a little bit, shift it down or up, it will make that mistake. And since I'm tired, I don't think my brain is concentrating as well it was earlier. But I'm almost done, and it's gonna be beautiful. Hello everybody. Today is gonna be a work day. Well, this whole week is gonna be a work day. I just finished this quilt. I finished her several days ago, and I just haven't been up here. It's been a hell of a week, man. But let's get started. So I finished, I'm going on finishing 3 quilts. Today's been a busy day. And if you hear a fan, I'm sorry. It is hot in here. We're under a heat advisory, an extreme heat advisory. It's 108 today, and you can feel it in the building. So I have the fan propped up behind the screen of the long arm. And so look at this. So look at the fabric, and I found a quilt pattern that goes with the fabric. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. So this quilt I'm working on, and she is pata. Look at how beautiful those stitches are. A lot of Longhorn fans here in Texas. Longhorn, Longhorn. Another quilt that I finished, ignore my hair. It's hot. Is this beautiful Longhorn quilt. It's a beautiful quilt. You know, now that I have it open, I should take a photo of it. Hold on. Look, it's beautiful. She did a wonderful job. Look how pretty. I need a trimmer, but I'm too tired to trim her. I just want to go home or downstairs. I am home, but kind of go downstairs and get away from this space because I've been here for a while. All right, I'm working on this beauty, and I love some of this old style of quilting. You can see that it's angling over there. I also noticed like back fabrics that are very large. tend to have pleating, so you see a slight sag. You can see it right there, that there's no pleats anywhere. So I'm gonna get it ready. I finished this quilt and I'm piecing over here. So I have a mess, and then I was fixing adding this to this quilt. It's one of the old pieces that I did, but my friend put it together to make it a quilt top. So she's quilting really pretty, but she's taking a while. I'm getting all my clients' items together so that when she's ready to pick it up, everything's ready. Her batting, her back fabric, and I need to do the how much it costs. One of the things I have to watch out for when I'm working on these, sometimes there's like open seams and then it could be a mess. And I also want to show you this. This is like several, it has a fabric layer underneath, plus the batting, plus the back fabric. The quilt itself is angling. I'm not going to really worry about it right now. Nothing like a hot iron. Oh, it's okay. We'll figure it out. When I was looking at it, she's a bit bowed out. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I may have to pleat here. Maybe. We'll see how she rolls, and then we'll go from there. I recommend that when you're doing a quilt like this, that you iron and wet the fabric to get the fabric to fall flat. I don't know if you can see how she's kind of angly, like right there. You see a lot of buckling, and I just sprayed the heck out of this with water. So if you see spray there, I'm heating up my iron, and it was really buckled, and the water tends to kind of just settle the fabric down, which is really great. You can see that she is angling, and and so I'm going to try to just rub her and love her and give her some needed, well-needed affection. And you can see she's bowing that way and bowing this way. And I'm just gonna let this quilt live her best life. You know what I mean? I don't wanna pleat it. I don't wanna pull on her that much. This is just the hand of the maker, and she's a wonderful lady. I could fix her by pulling up the seam and angling her down. Hopefully steam will help a lot of this. I'm working on that quilt. Isn't she pretty? Well, let me show you here. You can see all this bowing. I did spray water, but maybe you don't see it. Do you see the rippling? And so the water kind of makes the fabric settle a little bit. And then it's the last row, but then I have to do this edge because it's kind of warped out a little bit. So I'm gonna just let the water soak, get my iron hot, trying to get the back fabric as stiff as I can get it. One of the first things I do is I make sure I have the back fabric pulled. The worst thing that could happen is having to have pleats in the back of your fabric, but yeah.